For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video, we are going to be going over the best methods to get training points in Madden 20 at the cheapest price. Now, as you guys can potentially see, I'm wearing the velvet robe today for the video. If you guys want to buy some merch before the store does expire, I am going to be closing the store at the end of the month. So you literally only have a few days if you want to shop any of these designs, and then they will be gone forever. There's no better time to buy than now because you can use the code SWIFT15, SWIFT15, and get 15% off your order. That code's only going to last until I post a video tomorrow, so 24 hours right now. You guys can buy some if you would like. And as you guys know, it feels like you're wearing a velvet robe when you're wearing the merch. So if you want to experience that feeling, go check it out. A link in the description. Of course, if you can't buy, just supporting the channel is absolutely awesome as well. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and hit that sub button if you are new. And let's get into this one right here. Let's talk about the cheapest ways to get training, because this video, you guys usually absolutely love it. So today's video is going to be really helpful for getting lower overall players at a really good coin to training point value, which in my opinion is really helpful. I hate spending like 100,000 coins on training. It just feels like I'm spending a ton. So we're going to be doing it a little bit slower in this video, which is probably more helpful to most of you guys, because most of you guys probably don't need like 20,000 training points. You probably just need a couple thousand to power up your card. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sniping some specific Super Bowl past players. Now, at the time I'm recording this, keep in mind it is like 2 days before I'm actually posting this because I am away for the weekend. So this video, hopefully it's still really relevant when I post it, but I'm going to try and explain things in this video that will make it work even if the market has changed a tiny bit. So the thing that we want to do when we are sniping these cards for training is we want the best coin to training point value, and I'm hoping that the coin to training point value in this video can be at around 10 or under, and that's the goal I'm going for with some of the snipes that I'm looking for. So to find a 10 coin to training point value, essentially what I need to do is I need to figure out how much training each overall card goes for. So Chris Hogan, if you look it up on Mudhead, or if you just look it up, I think on the back of the card, you can see that he goes for 700 training points. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that by 10, and that's going to give me a total of 7,000. That means I want to try and find Chris Hogan at a price of 7,000 coins. So we're going to do the exact same thing with Eli Manning right here. Eli is a 86 overall, meaning he goes for, I believe, 1,300 training, maybe a tiny bit less. So we want to try and snipe him at 13,000 coins to get a good coin to training point value. That's what I would recommend you guys do. Try and find your 86s at 13k and your 84s at a price of 7,000 coins or under to get a really good coin to training point value. Now, when I'm recording this video, 84s are going to be close to that price. Eli's a little bit pricey, so we're going to see if we can try and find some 84 overall Chris Hogans up for 7,000 coins. Just going to sit on this filter and try and find some snipes. So one thing to note about this Chris Hogan filter right now is that it's actually full, and what that means is that even though we're filtered down 84 to 85, Chris Hogan is the only card we can even see. If we go to newest, 50 minutes is all we can see. That means there are cards that people have posted which aren't actually showing up on the auction house yet. I know it's kind of crazy, but that's actually what's going on right now. So the only way that there's going to be new cards that are going to pop up is when we see any of these auctions up here close. As you can see, that one just closed at 8.7, which means if we refresh, we're able to see a new card right here, 7.3. We're going to buy that Chris Hogan at 7.3 and get a good coin to training point value. So that's what you basically need to do. Whenever you see a card that closes, that means there's one extra spot on the auction house for more cards to pop up. And when I see one that closes, that's when I refresh. I'm not just going to refresh all the time, because there's no point. We're not going to see any new cards because this filter is already full. So to get it to be not full, someone needs to buy one of these right here. So someone just bought that one at 8.7. Now I'm going to refresh and we'll see if we can find any snipes. Doesn't look like there are going to be, because essentially what's going on is there's a bit of like a waiting list, right? There's people that have posted cards that actually aren't showing up on this filter yet. So what I'm basically doing is I'm waiting for someone to buy a card. That way there's like an extra slot, and then when there's that extra slot, then I refresh, and then we hope to see a snipe at around 7,000 coins. We got one at 7.3. I missed one at like 5.5 the second I actually went on this filter before I was actually talking. But yeah, see, there's no point in me even refreshing right here because we're not going to see anything new. The only way we'll see something new is if someone actually does end up buying one of these cards right here, or maybe one of the cards down lower ends up getting closed or something like that. But basically what I like to do is I like to just kind of wait at the top, see if someone wants to buy these, because these are the cheapest cards, right? So if anyone wants Chris Hogan at 8.8, hopefully a couple people end up buying him, and then I refresh and hopefully we find a new snipe. Now, it is worth it to just be refreshing anyways, because as you can see, some of the lower down cards right here are actually even closing at 10.5, and that's because people are trying to filter it down, but they're not that good at it, because you can kind of filter this promo a little bit differently to try and find your cards, and some people aren't good at filtering it all the way down, so they don't buy snipes. So you can just keep on refreshing, but I mean, it's up to you if you want to just sit here and refresh, or you can just wait and see for some of these to close. I would assume some people will be buying these at 8.4, but then again, if anyone buys these cards down here, or if some of them expire, like as you can see, these ones only have a couple minutes left, that's going to open up extra spots, and when there's extra spots, that basically means that new cards are going to be able to come into this filter, and then hopefully you can snipe them. Basically, if you buy at like 7.3, you're still getting a really good coin to training point value, so that's essentially what I'm looking for. And yeah, we found one snipe in this video, we missed one, we've only been on this filter for a couple minutes, but let's take a look at the Eli Manning right here. Eli is definitely more pricey. Eli is gonna be at like 16,000 coins, I believe, so we want to try and find him at around 13, and the exact same thing is happening with this filter as what was happening with the other one. As you can see, we're on the newest, we're only seeing cards with 44 minutes, so we basically need any of these cards here to close, and when some of these cards down lower are gonna close, then that's gonna open up an extra slot, and that's gonna allow someone else's card to show up, because kind of what's happening is people are posting cards, people see, okay, Eli goes for 16k, they post their card, it's not even going to show up for the first, first 10 minutes. It'll just be kind of like stuck in no man's land, I guess. There's no way to filter it down to see them, which is kind of unfortunate. So yeah, we kind of want to buy this Eli at a price of 13 or 14k, so if someone does end up throwing one up for a little bit cheaper, we're just going to snipe it, and then we're going to quick sell it for training just like that. So we're doing the exact same thing as we did with Chris Hogan with the Eli, so 9.8 right here. Let's see if we can get that. We win that Eli for 9.8, which is perfect. So we get a really good coin to training point value right there, and you're actually going to find a ton of snipes, even though it looks like these prices are really high on this Eli. It looks like he's going for like 16, 15,000 coins. You're going to find a bunch of snipes. People are posting these cards up for really cheap. People are pulling them a bunch, which means they're posting them up for cheap. So we basically want to try and find our Elis at 13 or 14,000 and our Chris Hogans at around 7,000 to get a coin to training point ratio of 10. All I'll do is I'll just sit on this filter, try and find some snipes. I mean, if we can see any of these cards close, then I'm going to refresh immediately because I know there's going to be an extra slot. But since I can't see down here, some people might be buying these or some of these might be closing. So I'm just going to keep on refreshing anyways. And yeah, we basically just want to find those good snipes at around 13k. As you can see, someone posted one up for 9, so we got that snipe right there pretty easily. Made some solid coins off of that. But yeah, just refreshing on this filter is definitely the way to go. You can switch between this one and the Chris Hogan. All you need to do to filter it down to these cards is go Super Bowl past 86 to 87 and then 84 to 85, and 84 to 85 is going to give you the Chris Hogan. As you can see, he's going for 8k, so we could probably find a snipe right here, hopefully. If a couple of these cards close, then we'll open up a couple more slots. So 8k, that one closed. Let's see if someone ends up putting one up for cheap. My Wi-Fi is a little slow, so I'm not getting the fastest refreshes, but we did end up getting like what, 2.5k training at like a coin to training point ratio of under 10 combined. We probably got like a 9 coin to training point ratio for both of those cards combined because we got a crazy good snipe on the Eli. But yeah, that's basically going to do it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. This is 100% the best way to get training points. I tried to explain how the filter was full in this video, if that did make sense. So basically, you kind of have to wait and see for someone else to close on one other card for there to be an extra slot with these filters. The reason for that is just so many people are pulling these packs and pulling these cards, and they all just put them on the market. And then there's just too many to get to for the servers to handle, so they can only put up a certain amount of coins for people or cards for people to see. So there's some cards that are kind of in limbo, kind of like waiting to get posted up, and you want to see when those cards get posted and then try and snipe them if you can get them at a good price. I'm surprised we actually haven't found any Chris Hogans at like 7.5 because right now his price is 8.2. But yeah, sniping these cards is the way to go. 84s at around 7.5, I guess. 7.5 and under will give you a good coin to training point value, and then we want our Elis at around 13k, maybe a little bit over. 13.5 is still solid, but yeah. That's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It means no worry.